Hi, my name is Jeffrey. Today I'll be going over my Sonar instrument project. Just for a brief introduction to the components used, here we have an ultrasonic sensor that will be taking the distance measurements, connected to a 3D mounting bracket that I designed, which is then mounted on top of a servo motor in order to sweep the sonar back and forth. Here we have a temperature and humidity sensor in order to get a more accurate speed of sound measurement, which will improve our distance measurement. All connected to a microcontroller that is then connected to a laptop via a USB cable. Here is the code I'll be running from an Arduino IDE to the ultrasonic sensor, which I upload to the microcontroller by plugging it in and upload. Once that's done, my microcontroller will have instructions to operate by itself when plugged in to my laptop. So if I close this, we'll actually be taking measurements using Excel data streamer. So it works by connecting a device. It appears here. All we have to do is hit start and record. And you can see here we have the distance measurements in this column. So here's the sonar rotating, taking measurements at 1 degree increments in order to build a plot later on. Now we'll fast forward and take a text file from this data streamer and run it through my post-processing code in Python, which will take a text file, convert the polar coordinates into Cartesian coordinates, and create a heat map. So if we hit play and here we go. Okay, so this is from a surface that I took earlier. You can see this is what would originally be plotted, just a bunch of points over a 90-degree arc with the Z direction being depth. So the sonar would actually be placed up here, and as it sweeps, it will plot points. And then I would physically move it to obtain the third direction. So I would move it in increments. Here we actually have the interpolated surface. So it's a spline surface created from those points. And as you can see, there is some noise and outliers, but it is relatively close to what we have plotted here when we look at a side profile. And that is my sonar.